welcome into the Morning Hustles. This young talented lady who, has hustle after hustle after hustle. You know her from the music. You know she could dance. But now she's coming back for season 2 on the brand new series of Fifth Ward. One time for Maya. What up, sis?
Hey, how are you?
Yo, I'm doing great. Not as great as you're doing. You're glowing. Your skin is radiant, and your energy is always vibrating high. Now we're back again for season 2 of Fifth Ward. How excited are we?
I'm very excited. I haven't even seen season 1, so I have to binge watch now that I have stationary time, these days. But it was a pleasure working with Greg Carter and the whole cast of the film. And it airs on UMC this Thursday, I believe, July 30th.
Yep, yep. Now, you say you just now getting around to watching season 1. Are you one of those people who has a hard time watching yourself in things?
I'm usually too busy to even revisit it, so I never look back unless I am a part of the editing process. So it's never a preference, it's just usually a time thing.
Totally understand. Now, in this, you play Mina, who's a mother of 3 boys in Houston's rough and tough Fifth Ward. What did you have to pull from internally to even create the character and connect to the personality?
Well, not only am I a godmother and aunt, but I'm also the oldest of 2 boys in my family. So I kind of grew up watching over my brothers, but also the state of the world, being a mother in these times, especially growing up as a young Black boy trying to find your way, but also navigate safely is a challenge. So being a mother of these children, knowing exactly what's going on in the hood, first of all, is a dynamic that you always think about as a family member, but especially as a mother, as they walk out into the world as young men. So that's what I was pulling from all of those dynamics.
Yeah, and I imagine you probably get hit up for a lot of things. So out of all the roles that you said yes to, what gravitated you towards Fifth Ward?
I've spent a lot of time at Fifth Ward in Houston, Texas, recording one of my mixtapes, Beauty in the Streets.
Mhm.
When I first went independent, I linked up with Jay Prince, who's from that area. So I was surrounded by Trey the Truth, Bun B. I mean, the list goes on and on, Zero. And it's kind of like fam out there and stomping grounds early in my independent career. Also, Jay Prince as a business mentor. So I prayed on it. And when I was in Chicago doing this soul picnic, I looked up above me and I literally saw a sign that said Fifth Ward. I'm like, yes, you're going to sign that contract tomorrow. There's no ifs and buts about it, because I did pray for an actual sign, and it was literally a sign in front of me after I'd been contemplating. So all of those dynamics as well played a part into making the final decision. Yeah.
Gotta listen to the universe when the universe is talking to you. So it's dope,
Right.
intuitive, and sort of sign. So one of the things that a lot of people are really digging is the opening song and the storylines involving the rap career of your character's son Ray Ray to your character singing gospel in church. So your music is different in the real world. You know what I mean? Very sexy and sultry, and you kind of have a churchy approach, I guess, music wise in this. How was it making those adjustments?
It actually wasn't an adjustment at all, because I applied the basis of obviously each scene that might needed music accompaniment and approached it according to the feelings that were happening in the scene, all the emotions based on the characters and what they were going through. But I actually came up in gospel choir. A lot of people don't know that. And so I crafted this song called Return to God that's going to be featured. And I did all the choir parts. That's actually my foundation. But obviously, as Maya, the recording artist, it was more marketable as a teenager to do very simplistic things for radio. But my roots are gospel choir, so that's where I pulled from.
Who would have knew? So when Maya would get up to sing in church, were you the one that they was always looking at? Is she singing this weekend? She leading solo? Was it always an event?
Actually, I was too shy when I was younger. In high school, I became a lot more confident. And so, no, I was still in the background pretty much until I knew I had my moment. But I was always listening, absorbing like a sponge. And my thing was harmony. I loved to craft harmony. I loved to write. And that's still my favorite thing about recording music these days, just the stacks. So that came very, very natural for Return to God for this particular situation. I was
Have
too
you,
shy way back then.
have you ever returned to that church since you've been popping?
Yes, I actually in 2007 went to get saved because my parents never baptized me.
Wow.
So on the 80th anniversary of that church, it's Kengar Baptist Church in Kensington, Maryland. I found out that same day that I went to go to the altar to get saved that my great great grandmother, Miss Carrie Davis, founded that church. I never even knew. I have never knew. So
Thought they
yeah.
would have like let you know that, or like that would have been like family forefront, non-secret.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a discussion, but I had gone on the road, at 17 years old and kind of was out there just, hustling for a long time. So when I
That
started
would
my independent journey, I went to the church to just kind of get my foundation, my refooting.
Yeah, now with your elders being founders of the church, that's definitely good for some extra communion crackers and an extra shot of that grape juice, on Communion Sunday. I'm just saying, you gotta help lay the foundation. So race, diversity, faith, it seems very prevalent in this season. Based off of what you know, because I know you said you didn't see first season, how do you think season 2 differs from season 1?
Uh, I think season 2 is going to be a lot more tumultuous because we have some very strong life decisions to make. And I'm speaking about my son, where he can put another person's life at risk by moving forward on what he feels is in his heart, but he has to put his heart aside to make the proper decision for everyone as a whole, not just his own internal liking or preference. So that's going to be a different dynamic. And I think the strongest element of the show is that it feels like real life, real everyday people energy with real human experiences, but it takes place in the hood. And you don't get to see that representation often on television. So, um, yeah, that's what I think the strong suit this season is going to be.
I can't wait to see how this whole plays out because I watched season 1. You know what I'm saying? When they told me you was in it, I was like, all right, cool. Let me see what's going on. And the biggest adjustment I had to make because you always look so young. Like Tom has been very kind to you. You take great care of yourself. I had to adjust to the fact that you had kids.
Right.
Especially having kids that like, yo, no, Maya's 12. Like I know
A
you're not
lot
12.
of a lot of my fans have told me that same thing. But obviously you have the hair and makeup departments that make you look a little older. So we definitely played into that for season 2, especially because not only do I have 3 boys, but I also have another on the way. So
Okay.
y'all will find out a whole lot of juice on this second season.
We definitely here for it. So what's next for you in the next couple months? I mean, I know we talked, previously, you dropped the new single not too long ago. And, we're still stuck in the same penalty box that we've been in for the last 8 to 9 months. So what are you looking forward to or coming out with?
Well, I just released 2 singles and a video at the top of February, May 29th, and then a recent video as well. The first single is for my R&B core fans. If you love 90s music, this is for you. It's a contemporary twist. I got together with Bink, heavy hitter producer,
Mhm.
and that's called You Got Me Part 2. That's out right now for my R&B core fan base. And then the newest one is called Space and Time, which I decided to release in this pandemic to give people a string of faith and hope and just healing. Completely different vibe of what people are used to from me. And I shot the video in my backyard, by the way.
Oh,
Because
okay.
yeah, because we were in quarantine and lockdown, and we couldn't even be in groups of more than 6, not even on our own property. So I made it happen, and that just dropped on June 20th. I'm sorry, July 20th. That's fresh and new.
Okay, well, one time for Planet Nine. Maya will always make a way, even when the way doesn't even seem possible. So shout out to you. And also, not for nothing, the joint You Got Me Part 2. Now, we played it on the morning show a couple times. Yo,
Yeah.
is definitely rocking. So shout out to you. All you continue to do. The new season of Fifth Ward pops off Thursday, July 30th. And you can check out the soundtrack via Conscious Minds Entertainment. It's available online, so you can hear some new Maya music. And shameless plug, I have a cameo in the new season. If you blink, you will miss me. I saw myself in the trailer. My part in it is about as long as the clip that you saw me in the trailer. But I was just happy to say I was in something with Maya, so that's dope.
Stop it.
If people want to follow you, where can they go, love?
Well, actually, I'm conducting a vegan challenge again on August 1st. So anybody that's interested in transitioning to a vegan lifestyle, you can follow me at Mýa Planet 9 on social media. I have a free starter guide that I compiled. It's on myamaya.com, my website, in the lifestyle section. And I'm hosting my very first cooking session on August 1st as well. Follow me on social media to find out how you can sign up.
I am pulling up. Do I need to get the ingredients ahead of time so I can
We're
prepare?
going to email everybody that signs up like today.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna sign up for that and make sure I'm following the page very close. Well, much love to you, Maya. Congratulations on everything you're doing, and you keep banging them out. Okay.
Appreciate you and blessings to you too.
Same to you, love. Peace.
We are the morning hustle.